So I had to jump a little bit fast to anatomy part. Okay. So some male part and I'll finish next week. So now I have to move to the female anatomy. In the male, I showed you Superman. Okay. The female, I showed you Mona Lisa. You know this very well, right? Very famous arts, right? Mona means Madame. Lisa's her name. So that means she already got married. Okay. My question is, why her smiling is so sweet? Why? From the physiology view of this one. And you can answer me later. Okay? Now we go to the female reproductive tract. We'll cover ovary, uterine tube, or we call fallopian tube. We less use the oviduct. So we usually use oviduct for the animal. Okay. Uterus holding the baby, the fetus. Okay. Now we start from maybe the first one is ovary. Let's look at the sagittal section first. We can see ovary a little bit later side, and you can see there's a follicle. That's uterine tube or fallopian tube. The end look like finger-like structure. Okay, you can catch the ovulate egg and send to this uterus. Then we had the vagina here, very long. You can see it had two corners here. I will tell you, we call it funnels. The system for urinary system is completely separate for female reproductive tract. And we also will cover external genitalia. I mean, outside the opening area, we will cover clitoris, prepuce, labia minora, vagina, vestibular gland. It looks like here we can say something here. We had two lips outside labia majora, major lip, and small lip. Then we have a muscle here called clitoris. A cartridge we call pubic symphysis. Okay, and the exocrine gland here is vestibular gland. Okay, and the other pair is inside this urethra. Okay. Now we will go to the first one. Okay, this muscle clitoris only exposed outside, maybe only 5%, and it's buried inside. This exocrine gland we call para-urethral gland. The other name is called lesser vestibular gland because this one is greater vestibular gland. They can secrete mucus to lubricate outside. Now we first look at for the ovary. We look from the top to the bottom. This posterior, this anterior. We look at the ovary. Then center part uterus, and you can see two ligaments. Yeah, one is connect to the back side of the body wall, and this suspensory ligament. Suspend. Okay, hold it. The other one is ovarian ligament, connect to very strong muscle of uterus. Okay, so these two ligaments and plus a membrane here called mesovelum is the membrane in between the fallopian tube and this one we call ovarian ligament here. So two ligaments and one membrane. So holding top bottom and the later size. Okay, so that is for the ovary, the three part, you will know that. Now we amplify a little bit, show you this suspensory ligament. It always goes, this is ligament, suspensory, always goes through the artery and the vein. Okay, ovarian ligament is just a ligament without blood vessel. In between that nuclear membrane here, that's meso-ovarian, okay, and holding the ovary. So ovary can move a little bit, but the top and the bottom is fixed. Okay, but the whole piece here they can move a little bit right and left. And you can see the smooth muscle, the surface not smooth. A little bit this one the follicle. This one I want to show is uterus. This is not natural position. Natural position is on the top of uterus we call fundus. Is folding on the anterior side. Okay, it's folding on the anterior side. And here's vagina. Okay, so it's anterior. And this figure shows we pull it up. Okay, we want to show the whole thing from here. So we pull this up, go this direction. Okay. The natural one is anteflexion uterus. Fundus is anterior, bending to the anterior. And now we pull it up, and so we want to show you the whole thing here, uterus. And from the beginning here, the opening of the cervical, we call it os, external os. That's the whole sperm go in here. Okay. That's uterus, and then it had several ligaments to hold it. I think I jumped too quickly. All right. That's one go to here. Let's review the ovary. Okay, the function. And it is a membrane meso-ovarian suspensory. The old book called infundibular pelvic ligament, very long. Okay. Then ovarian ligament. Then outside it also alternated called tunica abyginia. The testis also has this coating. Okay. They divide the cortex and medulla. Cortex is a place to produce egg. Medulla is the place for blood vessel and nerve fiber and lymphatic vessel. If we have cross section, then you can see the follicle is going outside and medulla is inside, and then membrane is tunica abyginia. Okay. Now. This one just show you everything simple. It look like a different stage. Actually, we are not going to see everything at a single time. This one, okay? We just put something simple. Some are after ovulation we call corpus luteum. We cannot see corpus luteum together with a developed follicle. Okay? So that should be a different picture to show different stage. But they just put everything all together. Actually, you were not going to see one like this. Now, for the ovary, this cycle we call ovarian cycle. We divide into two parts. Before ovulation is a follicular phase. After ovulation is luteal phase. In the follicular phase is they coming from like a stem cell we call primordial follicle. Then from there they develop to primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary follicle, and then ovule. The cell is surrounded by granulosa cell and cica cell. Granulosa is inside and cica cell is outside. They form this tertiary, they will form a cavity in the center. When you ovulate, call it secondary oocyte, and together released with some granulosa cell, we call it corona radiata. Let me just quickly go through this one. And if not fertilized, then the rupture follicle become corpus lutein. Just show you primordial follicle is a small one like a stem cell, and then they form granulosa cell surrounding it. The primary oocyte is a solid one, and then they produce Zika cell outside of the granulosa cell. Then follicle is not formed yet. And this one they form cavity, okay, cavity, the tertiary, and egg here, oocyte, or we call secondary oocyte, because not mature yet. Then surrounding the cell is granulosa cell, and it's inside, surrounding the egg or inside the follicle, and Zika cell is outside. And they all endocrine cells produce estrogen and inhibin. And so we put everything together from primordial to primary to secondary, starting to form a cavity, and tertiary form a big cavity, and then ovulate, and together with a nearby granulosa cell we call corona radiata. Okay, and after the rupture, mature one or rupture will form adipose tissue we call corpus lutein, and this stage they produce progesterone, and they will shrink without fertilize, and we call corpus albicans, and then disappear. But we cannot see everything at the same organ. Okay, show you something. Corpus lutein is a big bundle of adipose tissue, and here look like here. I think some of you already see that in the slide, chapter 18. We saw this. Okay. So that is the one I just mentioned there. When they release, we call corona radiata. Corona means flower. Radiata means surrounding flower. It's ovulate. Okay. And several years ago, I had a short answer. I asked students, okay, what is corona radiata? Okay. One guy answered, it's a kind of beer you can drink. Huh? It's one kind of beer. Oh, Corona Extra. Okay. We are talking about Corona radiata. Okay. The guy says it's just a beer. Okay. All right. Just give you an idea. Okay. Don't just think about drinking something. It's an egg and surrounding by granulosa cell. And we call corona radiata. That means surrounding flower. Okay. The purpose is to protect the egg. So sperm, one single sperm cannot enter. They have 100 sperm and release enzyme, and then one sperm can enter. Sorry, I have to jump. Okay, because anatomy part here. I will jump to this. Now we have to move to uterine tube, uterus. This one. Okay. I will show the structure. Sorry. Yeah. Now from the ovary, we have tube send egg down. We call uterine tube or fallopian tube. The epithelial cell is a simple ciliate column cell that has air to move it down. It divides to infundibulum, ampulla, and isthmus. Let's go to the view here first. Here is uterine tube, and in the terminal, it looks like finger-like structure. We call it fingering. And fingering is free moving around above the ovary. Let's see, this one is ovary. This fingering. And fingering is not fixed grade, it's free moving around. Okay, so it's a good capture. Any egg release, it could be from this side, could be from this side. but this fibrin can move. Okay? So it's 100% not lost. Otherwise, if with this the fibrin here, but if released from this side, it just lost to the donor cavity. But it can move around. Okay, very special. Then the first part here we call infundibulum. This part here. And then enlarge a little bit in the turning point we call ampulla. And about more than 50% is a tube called isthmus, a narrow part here. Okay, so depending on where we cut it, like this one I think we are cutting from isthmus. So kind of very simple. It looks like a center space here, but when it had an egg, it will become a one lumen here. Epithelial cell simple ciliate column. In the small intestine, in the stomach, it's simple column, and here ciliate, simple ciliate column. You can move the egg down. The function is transport oocyte and sperm, also provide nutrient lipid glycogen. They had a lot of mucin produce this mucus there. They can have this ciliate movement, move it down, or peristaltic muscle from outside. It take about, I would say 3-4 days. Sometimes maybe up to five days from the ovulate go down to the uterus. The best time for fertilize with sperm is after ovulate about half day, 12-14 hours. The best place is between ampulla and isthmus. And this place, it's isthmus and this ampulla, right this part, upper part here. And if we cut it through the infundibulum area, and then you can see a lot of branches, okay, but actually it's one lumen inside. So from here, you know it's on the very top place. And here, framing tube maybe in the middle part here. And they all have this different epithelial cell, simple ciliate column epithelial cell. Okay, let's tube. And go to the anatomy first. Then the uterus is very heavy, and so we need 4 different types of the ligaments to hold it. Uterus divided to fundus, body, isthmus, cervix. That's short to this one. This one will pull it up so easy for you to look at it. The uterus divided to fundus all the way on the top, and body is the center part. And here a little bit narrow, so we call isthmus, and opening area we call cervix. This one we call os, okay. And in the vagina part we call fornix. Later on I'll show you. It's holding uterus very heavy, so 2 ligaments holding to the back side is uterosacral ligament, because this one is sacral area, this in the spinal area, and this from uterus to sacral, so it's 2 there. And in between this uterus and the large intestine, they have a lot of people called cardinal ligament or lateral ligament. Cardinal is a bird, that red color, very beautiful, the feather on the head. And so we call cardinal ligament. And in the front, anterior side, a pair, very strong, we call round ligament. Okay. And so one pair outside, and this one is cardinal, and one pair in the front. And in between, we call broad ligament, a pair. A very strong membrane to cover it. You go back to here. That is like a butterfly, the wing. It's broad ligament, holding all this tissue together. And So this one don't show you. Let's see. This one have one ligament holding to the front. That's wrong ligament. Holding between the uterus and large intestine. That's cardinal ligament. Uterus circles you can see in this slide. And the normal uterus should be bending to the anterior, we call anteflexion. But if they back, called retroflexion, this one fundus bend backward a couple about 20%, and that will reduce the chance for pregnancy. Okay, it is the one that this one we pull it up. Okay, it looks like vagina and this one all the fundus on the far away, but actually it should be bending in the front. Okay. All right, and here we can take one more look at vestibular, the fingering, ampulla here, and here's isthma. Very easy to fertilize in this place. The muscle layer can divide to outside the membrane called perimetrium, and muscle called myometrium, and inner part called endometrium, and that's the place every month causes the bleeding. We go back to here. So the wall of the body wall of the uterine divided perimetrium, myometrium, and endometrium innermost, and it is simple columnar epithelium, just like small intestine, without cilia. So in the uterus, they don't have a hair-like structure. In the surface, the innermost is functional zone. Functional zone is the place every month they cause the bleeding and the loss of blood. And basilar zone is always there, it's not going to be lost. In the functional zone, we had endometrium gland or uterine gland. There's exocrine gland secrete mucus, lubricate the inner surface. We had spiral artery in spiral shape. That artery usually cause bleeding. All right, so that's know the position. It will be the review for ovary. There will be suspensory ligament and ovarian ligament and the meso-ovarian. For uterus will be uterosacral ligament, that's one, cardinal ligament, round ligament, broad ligament, and that you can learn in this week in the lab. Okay. And for the inside the uterus, we call it endometrium. Endometrium divided by different stage. During the bleeding, we call menstrual cycle or menses. We lost functional zone, and we have proliferate phase starting to build up, and you see a lot of endometrium gland or uterine gland. And in the secretory phase, we have a lot of exocrine gland. They can secrete mucus, secrete a lot of nutrients. And you can see that the endometrium is building up in the secretory phase. Show you this. Let me finish one, then can close. If the period is 28 days, 4 weeks, the first 5 or 6 days is bleeding, we call menses. And at that time, the functional zone was lost, and the blood was lost. So when you see the bleeding, it's not only blood, together with tissue. Okay, and then we repair it. Day 7 to day 14, starting to build up. Okay, we call proliferated and started restore. And after ovulation, about day 14, and make it very, very big, we call secretory face because secrete a lot of mucus or lubricate. And that one is prepare the inner surface. If the egg is fertilized with sperm, it has to be implant, soft landing, right? And the zygote will grow in endometrium, and so make it very, very soft. And a lot of blood vessels starting to go, and this spiral shape artery called spiral artery. And we can look at it under the microscope. This one is Mencke's face. You see there's a basilar zone here, and this myometrium is muscle. And the functional zone almost 90, more than 90% lost. And starting to build up, proliferate. And you can see that basilar zone here, and it's myometrium, and starting to build up. Look at empty space, actually is exocrine gland. In the secretory phase, you build up more. We call endometrial gland, or we call uterine gland. It's exocrine, and you can duplicate the surface. Okay, and so this flow chart is very important. Ovarian cycle means something happened in the ovary. There's follicular phase, luteal phase. The follicle from predominant primary, secondary, tertiary, and then ovulate, because the LH peak here. And then this rupture follicle, all the other mature follicle, not ovulate, they all become adipose tissue, corpus luteum. Okay, that's called ovarian cycle. And uterine cycle means something happened in endometrium, in uterus. Okay, surface, the first from day one here, starting from breeding. Okay, we care about 5 days plus minus 2. Okay, and then starting to build up, proliferate, secretory phase. Ovulation is in the middle, and during ovulation, the body temperature will drop a little bit and then increase and maintain high during this secretory phase. When temperature drop, and then starting to have breeding, and that's a menstrual cycle again. Now, if we look at textbook here, endometrium will contain what? Basilar zone here. Here's a myometrium here about it. Basilar zone, functional zone. Functional zone including a lot of these uterine gland or endometrium gland, and the surface simple columnar and skin cell. And the amplifier look like this. The lunar part here, and this endometrium. Every month you lost this spiral artery, endometrium gland. I just don't have enough time. Sorry. Let's see. It's okay if we are not finished. Then we will go to next week. But I just want to quickly show you opening of. I want to show you the opening of the vagina, we call vestibule opening. The pair of the exocrine gland called great vestibular gland, just like bubble eraser gland, they can in a hole can secrete mucus lubricate. And here's the vagina, the inner surface called rugate, just like stomach. Here is uterus, that's cervical. Here is called os, the hole here. And we do have corner here, that's fornix. Okay, and fornix is creates temporary accumulate sperm during the sexual activity. And then this one great vestibular gland, we can see that we have model can show you. We don't have model show you the nasal vestibular gland. That's near the opening of this urethra here. Okay, and here's clitoris. It also has a little prepuce on the top, and it is buried inside the body. Okay, that is the part. I think I'll go detail next hour. Okay. you can learn something in the lab. And I think next Tuesday will be very important. The best part of MP2, okay, don't miss it. Okay, talking about sexual behavior. Today I think only 10 minutes. I'm not going to give you a quiz. I give you sign bonus. You just circle your name